hold you to that 3 minutes. So
Okay.
there's a clock over there to their side. I'm sorry we don't have one up here in the front.
Let me know when you want me to start.
Go ahead.
Okay. Senator Johnson, members of study group, thank you for letting me speak again. Let's boil this down. When you have one law for one group of people and another law for a different group, you get a fundamental breakdown in responsibility, accountability, and equality. Let's be honest and just ask the question, do child abuse and neglect statutes apply to all of us, or are some people above the law? Right now in Idaho, every parent has a responsibility to their children to provide a minimum reasonable level of medical care, except members of faith-healing religions. We have a perfect example of this inequality happening right now. Tiffany Knapp, a 21-year-old mother who lives in Caldwell, had a legal responsibility to her daughter. For failing her duties as a parent and guardian, she's being charged with felony injury to a child, and she will appear tomorrow in criminal court. Ms. Knapp had a daughter born 3 months premature. Her baby was having trouble gaining weight and was prescribed a spatial formula. Ms. Knapp made the choice not to feed that tiny 8-month-old baby that formula. Instead, she fed the girl Kool-Aid and whole milk diluted with water. The girl was starving and underweight when Health and Welfare stepped in and removed her from Ms. Knapp's custody. Knapp was arrested and has been charged by the DA for neglecting her child's medical needs. She has no exemption to hide behind. When followers of Christ babies are in distress and are not able to nurse or tolerate formula, they are often fed sugar water or diluted wine if they can swallow.
Let's keep it. You've already brought up 2 of them. You got one that's an ongoing case right now that we need to be careful about, and now you're talking about the followers of Christ, and that's a group specific. So let's try and just talk about the law.
I talk about my experience in the followers because that's how I was raised and it's what I know. I know when their children, when my son had pneumonia when he was 8 months old, their recommendation to me was not to feed him formula, but to feed him sugar water. The coroner's reports on many of the followers of Christ's death list the religion front and center, like it explains everything and validates inaction of police and coroners. Our neglect cases, other neglect cases don't cite the parent's religion because faith shouldn't be relevant to an investigation of child abuse. There's no difference between a faith death and a death from criminal neglect except that Idaho grants spatial treatment to faith-healing parents. A child isn't any less dead because someone believes their soul is saved. But Idaho refuses to hold all parents accountable and refuses to apply the law equally to all people. Some lawmakers say they don't want to criminalize parents' beliefs, but removing the shields and exemptions does not criminalize anything that isn't already a crime. Removing the exemption says nobody is above the law. Thank you.
You did just right. Thank you. Bob Martin.